and welcome, computer science folks. ICS 2O, 3C, 3U, 4U. If you're taking computer science, you're taking this note at some point. Every computer system, every program has the following basic setup, and this is almost every system, no matter how complicated, can be broken into these pieces, including our program. So I've got Smart Notebook open here. The reason is so I can draw some boxes, and I'm going to fill these boxes with the basic components IPO, and maybe you guessed what the I and the P and the O stand for. Join them up like this, the arrows. That looks good. Ooh, that looks great. And every system kind of has these setups. Almost every program has this setup. And I'm just going to fill it. Input. I stands for input. Put that in there so it looks nice. I'm just copying that so I don't have to insert it again. Processing is the middle part. Processing is where the work gets done. And then output is the end result, right? The output might be printing out to a screen, or printing out to a printer, or playing a song or whatever. That's output. And that's it. This is the basic computer model: input, processing, output. And of course, we will be talking about hardware and software that goes with this, and we also think about breaking our programs into this sort of thing. But I do want to add a little detail to this on page 2. So I'm going to copy all this, grab it all, copy it, Control C, copy, go to the next page. I'm going to paste it here, move it down a little bit so I can put a sentence in the top, adding a little detail to the magic box in the middle. This is kind of like the black box, right? We know the input is the mouse and the keyboard and things like that. The output is the screen often, but it might be a printer. But this middle part is the mystery, the big blacks in the middle, the big black box in the middle. And I'm going to add some detail to this. So inside is something called the CPU, the Central Processing Unit. Make that a little smaller. And in fact, we don't want to get into too much detail. There's a lot of detail, of course, and if you're interested in this sort of thing, there are computer engineering courses you can take in college or in university that talks about the specifics. This is a programming course, but there are some basics we want to know. Inside the central processing unit, there are lots of things you can buy and worry about that way. But as far as kind of the logic, the construction behind it, there are two pieces. One is what's called the ALU. ALU. And I'm going to leave that for you to figure out what it stands for. It stands for Arithmetic Logic Unit, but this might be more detail than you need to go into in your course, or you might be doing some research about ALU. The other part is the control unit. And these two things go together and make up parts of the CPU, and how fast and these things work together. That depends on how expensive your computer is, right? And we'll actually talk about that sort of business later. There is another part that sort of goes with the middle section, and this often you'll see this as a fourth part in a system. We don't really necessarily think of this for our programs, and IPO goes with the setup of a program, is storage, right? So, and this storage could be within the big black box, right, like a hard drive, or it could be outside, like things like a USB, and it acts in tandem with the central processing unit for storage. Okay, that's it. IPO. Oh, don't forget to save this note. right? Save it using the right file name. I almost ended without reminding you of that. Okay, now I'm stopping.